As you advance into this world of disclosure and you begin to meet or notice the original inventor of the time machine soul clones, uh, you'll realize that they populate a lot of the celebrities and billionaires and people in positions of power. Uh, they become targets for this power and privilege. They are possessed sometimes by the insane son of the inventor, and you might start to realize that they have been aware of everything that I've been telling you since they were born. And that disclosure has been happening in art and media since forever. And the singer Florence Welch from Florence and the Machine, they made a song about being possessed by the sun. It's called No Light, No Light. And I want to talk a little bit about what that video is, because it's just really good context and for what people go through during possession, uh, what the original inventor is going through with the possession. And there's an Asian man in that video who is covered in black paint, and that is the soul form, or as we call it, the God form, of Florence Welch. And that's what most of the God forms of the original inventor are currently, um, like Asian men, because Buddhism, they are responsible for Buddhism. So uh, and that's what their soul clones look like in heaven. Uh, the black is from the spider form that Florence had previously to getting their programming corrected after being tortured and adapting to the Outerverse. It's from Florence's personal experience that they chose this form in that color. Florence started off adapted to the Outerverse. Then they got their programming repaired. In the Outerverse, the form many are given are spiders or octopuses, octopi. Uh, they call these spider people Relahian, uh, like from H.P. Lovecraft. Uh, that that writer seemed to know a lot about the Outerverse. Um, and I think Yog Sothoth is supposed to be a description of uh, the sun, the insane sun. Uh, Many Relahians, if not all, have the potential to be rehabilitated, even if they were born in the Outerverse. Um, Many that do get rehabilitated, they choose a more humanoid form, because when their programming is repaired, because they don't want to scare people. The spider forms were intended to scare people. The same thing with elves and fae. They they looked more like goblins or conventional demons before getting their programming fixed, and then they choose a more beautiful form. But they kept the ears or horns to show their history of experience. Back to the no light, no light video. Florence's god form is in a red hood with the blonde hair when dancing erratically, and that is representing being possessed by the sun. the sun is responsible for white supremacy, and he prefers that form, the blonde hair, blue eyes. He doesn't look all red. He gives himself beautiful forms. And then everybody else is terrifying forms. He also has glowing blue eyes, I'm told. He changed the past at one point and made heaven white people with glowing blue eyes. It was for a fetish. It's fetishy. He also likes fasting. He has a fetish for anorexic looking women because his mother was anorexic. He has developed most strange fetishes as a way to adapt to the torture and punishment that he created in his quest for knowledge. He programmed himself with harmful fetishes so that he won't suffer in his own creations. So that is why people get kind of rapey in situations like war, where the situation keeps getting more morally corrupt. It's an adaptation which he programmed people with. It's also why rape is prominent in porn. So whenever the gods in any pantheon started raping or abusing, it was the insane son possessing them with a time machine. The gods were always created with the intention to serve and help people who needed help, and they were usually sent by the original inventor, and then they will get corrupted or possessed by the insane son, because he's always attacking this realm, trying to punish this realm. He believes himself like a divine justice. I will explain what the corruption is in another video. It was one of the hardest to overcome in terms of acts of terrorism from this son, and it was an act of terrorism, and it happened kind of recently. Alright.